Emotional control is when you try to calm yourself and you try to, increase those positive emotions that are so important for you to be able to cope with those stressful situations in your life. So, as young people, there is so much that is happening inside your body. You must have heard that there are these hormones that are present in us, and as we are growing up, more and more of these hormones get produced in our body. And yes, these hormones are also responsible for all those emotional difficulties that can come up in our lives. So, a person who is in this teenage years, is also a person who has these hormonal imbalances in the body. What does this mean? It means that sometimes, we can become impulsive. And when we become impulsive, maybe we are not thinking of those consequences. Maybe we are not giving importance to, taking time out to try and plan whatever it is that we want to do. So, it's so important for you to understand that there are so many ways in which you can handle these toxic emotions in your life. This is also the age when, as a young person, you want to be independent. So you will get angry with your parents because they are not allowing you to become independent. So, another way in which, a lot of that toxic emotions can come up is that, you feel that sense of resentment, it's called. Resentment towards your parents and adults who are not allowing you to do those things that you want to do as a young person. Yes, there's also a large component of, trying to find out who you are in this teenage years. So as a teenager, which can start from as early as 12, 13 years old, you're trying to understand who you are, what you are, what are the things that you can be later on in life, how you are with others also. So this self-discovery, can make you also lose that sense of, hope that we call it. So yes, because of that loss of hope, a lot of us can have an emotion of despair. Despair that things are not going in the way that maybe you wanted to go. Despair in not being able to get those results that you want to get. So, we need to deal with these, very, self-defeating kind of thoughts. Another way in which we can, feel that emotional, dysregulation, it is called, is that, you're also in that age where you're interacting a lot more with people. You're trying to find, yourself in the social world. You are trying to maybe, create that image that you want the world to see about you. So sometimes what can happen is that when we feel that people do not accept us, it can make us feel sad. It can make us feel that people, that sense of, worthlessness that we call it. So it's so important for us not to have these toxic emotions in our lives. You can do all these lovely things growing up, finding out more about yourself, interacting with the world, doing those new things that you want to do without those toxic emotions. So emotional control is when you try to calm yourself and you try to increase those positive emotions that are so important for you to be able to cope with those stressful situations in your life. Yes, when you have that ability to control those emotions in your life, you will find that instead of using those emotions to deal with those difficult situations, you're reasoning out. Because you can do only one, either get emotional about it or reason out your situations. I would advise you that you should reason out your situations a lot more. What are the ways in which you can calm yourself down is by, first and foremost, just doing deep breathing. You have seen that in those angry moments, when something doesn't go well, your breathing becomes very fast. And they say that when your breathing becomes very fast and you're feeling that quick kind of breathing, a lot of oxygen is depleted. So you know what, when you don't have enough oxygen in your brains, you'll never be able to reason out your situations. So firstly, you can do is breathing. Secondly, you can do is take time out. Do not be in that place or with that person who's making you angry for too long a time. Always excuse yourself and say, so sorry, I have to go for some important work, or just allow me to go and have a glass of water. Sometimes it helps for you to be able to get away from that angry situation. Another way in which you can do you can calm yourself down is just by being mindful that yes, when people are sharing certain thoughts with you, you don't have to share their anger, you don't have to share their frustrations too. You have to be careful that you take ownership for your own anger, sadness, frustration, despair. You can't share it with other people. So sometimes being mindful that, oh my gosh, somebody is angry with me. So I'm just mindful about that anger and I immediately don't personalize it. Personalizing it meaning that when somebody talks to you in an angry way, you feel that you're responsible for their anger. No, you cannot be responsible for anybody's anger, but you have to be responsible for what you want to feel. So it's so important for you not to personalize things that are shared by other people. When somebody is scared about something, I don't think it's important for you to share that fear with somebody, because sometimes fear is what actually also makes us very anxious. So when you have that anxiety, ask yourself, what are the ways in which I can break up my task? So do things in slots, like I'll do first this, then second this, then third this. Or maybe you can do things in a particular sequence. So you have 10 steps that you want to follow to do an activity. Break down that 10 steps into 3 steps so that you don't feel that pressure of doing too much. So you need to have calming that ability to calm yourself by actually just being aware that yes, maybe it's getting difficult now, maybe I need to stop now and do something else which is more enjoyable. Because when you enjoy your work or you enjoy other people around you, let me tell you, your life also becomes much better. And then you find that yes, people are also more understanding about you. So these emotions are natural, things that happen to us. I must tell you that you have to choose to feel kindness, choose to feel happy, choose to feel glad about the things that are, you're able to get around you. Have a sense of gratitude. Because when you have gratitude, you feel, blessed that so many good things are happening to you. See the solutions to your problems so that, you find life easy to live. I must say that yes, at the end of the day, you have to be able to get, that satisfaction in your life. And I'm going to end with this, that yes, your well-being is the most important thing for you.